Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to discuss a topic, Why Go to University by Professor Moti Nissani. First of all, let me condense those ideas. Why people go to university? There are a lot of questions. Many people may have queries regarding why university education, and the essay title is so. And there are so many points behind why one should go to university or why one shouldn't go. The debate is always there. But Professor Moti Nissani says one should join the university education for higher education because educational qualification correlates with the level of income. Education enables one to command better income and contribute to national affluence, national prosperity. This helps him resolve difficulties rationally, warns man against hazardous diseases, keeps him or her healthy both physically as well as mentally by freeing him or her from ignorance, commands higher respect for the people, increases one's self-esteem and confidence and courage. At the same time, it frees him or her from all dogmatism and indoctrination. It becomes its own reward and helps democracy to flourish. This is how his ideas are condensed. And let me, yeah, and Professor Nissani has written his essay in 10 points. These 10 points are listed here in this slide. And with these 10 points discussion, we can have a summary of the essay. University education begins when people are at the prime of their youths, when they are burdened with mounting pressures of responsibilities. Besides, one has to arrange sufficient time and resources to pay for it. Money always matters, and you have to manage it at any cost without ignorance sounds bliss, however, when things are coolly balanced. The importance of university education becomes invaluable. Our intuition and common sense say so. There are at least 10 advantages of going to university for higher education. See the 10 points here on the slide. The first point is here, for better education correlates with better income. Better education, better income. In many cases, one's entry into and promotion from a job requires education or education or qualification. An individual thus can earn better for him or her, and this also contributes to the affluence of the nation. Secondly, education frees one from ignorance and helps him avoid unnecessary problems. It helps men to exercise tolerance, open-mindedness, and reasoning to solve tricky problems. Thus, educated people are less vulnerable to stress-related diseases. They become healthier, rather. It makes them healthy both mentally, physically. And we can talk about social health too. They can be, they can be fit socially. Culture also varies from society to society and nation to nation. Also, culture also values learned men and women in high position. Knowledge in its own reward becomes knowledge is its own reward because men have become curious and inquisitive, and they are interested to learning more. Education expands means horizons. It frees him from dogmatism and indoctrination. Uh, it shelters some of the invisible persons or walls of humankind. The value of understanding of the universe is immense. Above all, democracy is the most fertile ground upon which cultures flourish, and to flourish democracy, an educated citizenry is required. So, time and money invested is worthwhile. The main ideas of the essays are here condensed in such a way. I have one sentence summary. In 10 points elaborated composition entitled Why Go to University, Professor Moti states that although there are difficulties in getting university education, one should go to university for many practical, socio-cultural, economic, personal, intellectual, and political reasons. Oh, yeah, let's see. Before going to university, people discuss about different things. Here are disadvantages of going to university. Discuss before going to university. University education is not suitable to everyone because they cannot afford it expenses. It's too much. Everybody cannot expend for the, because of its higher uh, amount needed or dearness. It is expensive. Engaging in university education kills our ripe time, that is our youth, and our time that we can utilize that time for earning money and devote for financial development. We can become rich in no time when we utilize our youth and ripe time, because at that time you can do any sort of work, and that helps you earn a lot of money for financial development. So education brings us for unnecessary tension and mental burden to our mind. Education sometimes becomes tension, unnecessary tension for common people, and they don't want to get any burden from, to their mind. Being indifferent to university education is a way of being self-satisfied. The more we know, the serious our life becomes. That's the problem. The more the merrier. The more we know, the serious our life becomes. So it helps. Sometimes we have to become indifferent, and showing indifference will bring that. Sometimes higher education becomes a lingering of time than productivity. We spend a lot of time for education, but there is no output. And no output means no earning. Only learning without any earning has no value at all. So for practical or pragmatic people, money matters, and learning should be connected with earning. They are interlinked ideas. Earning and learning should go together. That's why people regard these are the disadvantages of going to university, because earning and learning do not go together. Money only is expended, yeah, and money only expended and no output here. Sometimes the results are so, and those results with low grades may not help you earn more money, may not get you good job, but you have got the education. But what to do? Okay, after discussing the disadvantages of going to university, let's talk about advantages of going to university. Professor Nissani is in favor of going to university. Yes, he says, university education is to uplift the social standard, prosperous life, highly improved income, and quality life. Higher education builds the ground to avoid a number of socio-cultural economic problems by extended multifaceted ideas, so that educated person is unlikely to be cheated. Instead, she or he becomes aware of everything and not to be cheated, master of everything. Since education and health are interrelated ideas, education helps the people to have healthy life. Educational sectors and institutions are all intellectual fields. Thus, better education leads us to have better mind and thus better thinking. Better education, better mind, better thinking. That's very positive thing. Education makes a person self-dependent, self-sufficient. That's why people who are educated are supposed to be the ideal and reputed person in any society. They have good reputation and they have good recognition, and they are worthy people in the society. They are the people to be noted people. Having interest in any important subject is a way to progress. Devotion in any, interest and devotion in any, interest, devotion, and time in any subject is way to progress. Thus, inquisitiveness in learning new thing is either encouraged by higher education, by nourishing through varieties of books. Books are treasures of knowledge. When the books like these here, and they are used for widening the horizon of your knowledge, you have to keep them busy with grappling with the text, grappling with the words in the text, and grappling with the ideas that are delivered, that are writers they are trying to tell through these books. And you need to get the nutrition. They are the nutrition for our life, nutrition for our knowledge, and they help us to widen the horizon of our expectation and learning. Again, education is a strong tool for personal freedom to differentiate the binary of right and wrong, good and bad, advantageous and disadvantageous. It means the knowledge of educated people help them to examine everything critically and reasonably. Through the educational process, we are intuited, we are acknowledged, we are given about the importance about coexistence in the universe. Universe is not of human being alone, but human beings are misusing the universe. They have manipulated the universe in their own way. It is the educated person who understands that all species of earth are equally important for natural existence. There should be ecological balance. Ecology is the important thing for existence, and if we do not respect, or if we do not give the respect of others' existence, if we do not recognize the existence of other, how can we exist in this world alone? Our life is, we cannot pull out the thread of existence layer. We cannot pull the layer of existence from our tapestry. We have to think about this. Since there is interrelationship between education and democracy, education purifies and helps democracy get mature. In educated society, democracy flourishes, but in uneducated society, democracy does not flourish, because we cannot convince people about the merits of democracy, the practice of democracy, and the workmanship or statesmanship of democracy. We can't tell. That's why education helps to breed the good ideas for democracy to flourish and mature. In nutshell, there are boundless advantages of university education. University of education, despite its few drawbacks, there are some drawbacks. Every coin has two sides. There are good and bad sides. Always binaries go together, day and night, good and bad, right and wrong. These binaries good. Yeah, education is not out of these binaries. So it is the higher education that helps lead quality, independent, healthy, sound, and meaningful life. So most of the writers, most of Nissani's ideas in why go to university are fully supported here. Okay, only discussing about the topic, telling only the literal meaning, a literal comprehension. It's not that. Let's interpret. Nissani in why go to university may be trying to tell us about the importance of education in human life is going to university reforms the character and morality of a person, and that matters a lot. Character, morality, manners, the knowledge, wisdom, all these things are related to educated person and social, uh, academic behavior and academic attitude. These are also regarded in the society. University degree is very necessary to live happily, comfortable, and meaningful life from many opportunities, removing narrow mind. When you are educated, you don't have narrow mind. You are thinking someone or something broadly, and you are thinking positive and negative sides, and you are trying to bring the conclusion, and before making short remarks or uneasy remarks, educated people think seriously and they deliver that. That's why they don't have narrow mind. They are educated people, means they have wide knowledge and wide, not pinching remarks from them. Higher education helps us for our all-round development, giving us social, mental, physical, and other types of knowledge, removing narrow thinking and broadening our mind, illuminating our pride and superstition. Even we do not show our pride, because only those branches having flowers, they are stooping here, and those trees without fruits, they are straight upright. But those trees with flowers and their branches are stooping and they are down to earth. That's the reality. Education gives us the knowledge to know the meaning of human life, duties and responsibility. Always it reminds the people about their life, duties, responsibilities, accountability, practicality, pragmaticality, whatever, all these things, these are related to education. People go to university and study there in order to become expert. People go to university to become expert, knowledgeable, a noble and perfect human being. And they have a dream. The dream is to become a good, recognized, and intellectual person in the society, a person of very value, worthy person, a person to be remembered, person to be consulted in different activities of the society. Okay, it's time to discuss critical analysis of the essay. Nishani's essay, why go to university, sounds very impressive. It makes the good judgment of going to university, renouncing many things that one can make good use of his or her year. Nissani's essay, why go to university, sounds very impressive. When you go through the essay, you find it that the writer is making the good judgment of going to university, renouncing many things that one can make good use in his or her life. That time, if you miss in your life, that will throw you away. It's the time, it's the spring to sow the seeds of knowledge. And when summer comes, and when winter comes, or when autumn comes, and you have to manage that. It's the time to plant the seeds of knowledge and see what harvest it will bring. That education, receiving education, is planting the seeds of knowledge going in the university, and the future is to the job, the respect, the affluence, and all the things, and the society status. All these things are the harvest, and these are what we expect from educated persons: intellect and behavior, manner, discipline, knowledge. Despite many problems in life, Nissan stresses on joining university for good and quality education that ensures better, prosperous, independent, and self-sufficient life. The following questions can be raised by any inquisitive reader regarding this essay. And when one goes through the essay, one cannot stop asking these questions. In spite of the fact that the writer is telling so many things about the importance of getting good education, but here we need to know, we need to seek the answer for these questions. Can only educated people live longer life, not the illiterate mass? Is only formal education important for people? Why not other modes of education? What about informal and virtual modes? Can all the university degree holders only get jobs, not others? Are not the jobs in the society, in the job market, uh, for commoners, those who have no education at all? But what sort of job are you talking about, Mr. Nishani here? Can all university degree holders get job here? What's Nishani's view towards higher education for entrepreneurship instead of hunting for jobs? Why not he talk about entrepreneurship and engaging people for earning, just hankering for job, running after? Why can't you do your own? Are higher educated people only self-dependent without any job? Higher educated people only self-dependent without any job? Is it possible? Can the graduates become self-sufficient with certificates, not without money? Can the certificates make them self-sufficient? Yeah, you get degree, you get good grade degree, and is that only that makes you self-sufficient? Even if you don't have money, what to do? Is it possible to manage by government for everyone who goes to university? If everybody wants to join the university, can the government manage the classes and the resources for them? Can all educated people get respect and recognition from society? Question, very serious questions. Okay. Uh, in spite of the fact that there are some unanswered questions in Nissani's essay, his essay, Why Go to University, is a very important piece of prose to give good message on the value of human education. And at last, I have to give my views regarding why go to university, going to university. Just teaching Professor Moti Nissani's essay doesn't make these ideas clear. And I have to have my own views regarding why I should go to university, why one should go to university, why you should go to university. But all these things are there. I agree with the writer's views about going to university, and there is no question at all. I agree. He has persuaded me. His power of persuasion has convinced me. I'm persuaded. And he has presented very balanced views about going to university, very balanced attitude, very balanced ideas. He has presented both the pros and cons of going to university for higher education. What are the bad, what are the good things? We already discussed here pros and cons. He carefully analyzes what problems one has to undergo before joining the university, having seriously thought about the spare time, learning and investing, and remaining under constant pressure on pass or fail. And in the end, despite all this, the knowledge may not bring happiness. Thus, the writer presents points showing all the demerits of going to university. Then he puts down systematically 10 points each developed with elaborate examples into separate paragraphs, and he has made it clear why one should go to university. We already discussed about the points mentioned here. And he highly values education as a route to knowledge gained in the proper age of human life. So these are the points.
Okay, with these points, I would like to conclude my discussion on Why Go to University by Professor Moti Nissani. I'm sure you got the points. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel if you want more videos to come from me. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.